Hi backers, first of all thank you very much. We hit our stretch goal today, our first one, and Chris Schlarb is officially on board as the composer. So that's exciting. And yeah, thank you very much. Speaking of composers, this content update will be all about the music in Dropsy. This game will feature two main composers. Chris Schlarb, again, will be composing the music for most of the game, and I'll be taking care of the dream world. Keith Rankin of Giant Claw will also be helping me with a few tracks. So Chris has already started working on a few compositions, which he recorded on his piano at home. I think it might be cell phone recordings, I'm not sure, but the very first song you hear in the Kickstarter video, which is Dropsy's main theme, originally sounded like this. And this is a recording, like I said, I think he sent from his phone. And since he wasn't officially on board yet, I made my own little arrangement for the purposes of the Kickstarter, with an FM synthesizer and this organ right here. And this is what that sounds like, which you've already heard 100 times if you've watched any videos. One thing I'm particularly excited about is the difference in tone between the dream world, which I'm doing, and the main game, which Chris is doing. His music has more of an airy tone to it. Every note is accounted for and meaningful to the composition. And he really knows when to use silence or when to just have one instrument playing, and he does it really well. He can go a little crazy when he needs to, though, as heard here, performing with his jazz act I Heart Lung. I, on the other hand, pack layers of sound like into a song. I always feel like a piece is incomplete unless I've stuffed it like full of junk and I've like packed the spectrum like full of stuff. So my instruments of choice are electric ukulele, as you've seen at the beginning of this video. I play that live and I run it through like a pedal board. I also like to mess with like homemade percussion, this organ, which I love. Other vintage keyboard sounds like Mellotron, Moog, all kinds of synthesizers. I also dig sampling. I love to get old records and sample them. And I run everything through way too much space echo. So, but yeah, my stuff is a little chaotic, a little packed with noise, and it's going to be a nice change of pace for the main game to have Chris doing that. Now, the music in Dropsy will be dynamic in that it will shift in texture and timbre depending on the mood of the game. If you looked at the Kickstarter page, you saw this, but this is an example in a dream world area. And Dropsy's sort of walking around it, and you see his emotions change, and the music sort of changes with it. But yeah, that's basically it. I've had a few questions about the dialogue. If we get the voice acting stretch goal, the dialogue will be sort of this babble language, kind of like The Sims, I guess, but not quite like that. It'll be a little more subtle, and it'll have some sound manipulation going on. So yeah, I'm excited about that. Hopefully we can get that in there. I think it'll add a little bit to the game. So yeah, that's it for this update. And I did promise a backer, I don't know why, that if we hit that stretch goal, that I would headbutt my cymbals, and so that's what I'm gonna do right now. Alright backers, thanks once again, and yep, I'm excited.